inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody sneeze on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football, the inside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score. Texas Tech 7, Mississippi State 0.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take it.
Team. He's looking to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Red Raiders offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
It's gone. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
He's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game. It's his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge...
on 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
16, Mississippi State, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. They're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
Unleashes one. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make as they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Got it. The give to the big fullback. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year?
Got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Red Raiders are flying down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's put at the 43 after picking up 10.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the stakes. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they threw that one up on the board this weekend.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trying the left side. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it.
And just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Handoff from the gun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Works the middle of the field. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard 10-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They'll go to the ground. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. There he goes. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. And this one splits the uprights. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Mississippi State, 3.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. Steamrolls his way ahead. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And it's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. You can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now adjusting. He'll fire to his right. And he bats it away, it falls incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They're trying to get to him. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in the hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field, gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First down here for the offense. Throws to the wideout. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set.
Immediately fires to the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Got it.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43.
Down.
They'll run play action. Working that left side now. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the Bulldogs pick up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Unloads to the wideout. Holds it in. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half, we airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like trying to beat the D deep. He's got it down the left side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. The give to the tailback. are threatening on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Hammond. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Red Raider.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to man it in. Now it's just going to be a passing game.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Off play action on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it's an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, these DBs better stay ready, man. I know you're losing the game by a lot right now, but this offense is still taking shots, so you've got to continue to stay ready and make plays like they were able to do on that last one, forcing the incompletion.
Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Now goes the quarterback.
When you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. The quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those screen plays.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work.
Come on, set.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They finally make the stop with the big run. It's plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Excellent job walking through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion.
Pound 55 weak.
He's looking to throw it. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do. That's step one.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to Penn State. He'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And the pass is incomplete. Charmed loose by the hit.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play.
He's going to let it go. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
You know, the best free safeties I've been played against were the ones that just have a sixth sense. It's like they know where the ball is going, and they can just bait the quarterback into...
Looking for more room. The 40. Inside the 30. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never... Shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the 90 mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. Fires to the big fella. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Pocket starts to collapse. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
It is hard to get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. With this QB, this offense, they're undeterred and continue to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
At the 45 on his way. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Got room at the 35. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just chews up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Takes a handoff. It's Nicky. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Hammond. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That makes the score. Texas Tech 40, Mississippi State 24.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on his defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I'll tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got him downfield. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. 3:25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right now.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And he's dragged down.
They decided to try to run it in on that 2-point play. He got 2 yards, but he needed one more. They fall short.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blocker. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together and get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Running to the left. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Firing to the right, complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. The pull and throw off the RPO. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays.
A shot toward the end zone. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
This defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Feeling some heat. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He was trying to get their return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it down the middle. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing.
Touchdown, Bulldog! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next one.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He slings it deep to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. What a comeback this has been. They've just kept fighting and put themselves in position here, David.
This has been unbelievable. And once you get momentum going, a lot of times it's so hard to stop it. Palmer, this defense is reeling, and this offense is on fire.
Yeah, this offense, they just have this look right now like they can't be stopped because of all the success they've been having recently in this game. They're a completely different unit than what we saw at the beginning.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Listen, I understand it. I get it. We got to make plays. We're losing. It's the fourth quarter. We got to go out there and make some plays. We just got to find those plays that maybe take risks, but we got to make sure we're throwing the football in a safe spot where only my receiver's going to get it. I can't turn the football over again. I'm trying to do everything I can to get back in this ball game.
Bulls his way forward. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He cocks it up. The defense jumps on it. All of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. They'll throw it on first down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
So easier said than done. The defense knows you're passing the football. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. You got to force the issue. It's really, really tough. Quarterbacks have to be smart. They have to be really, really accurate with the football. He wasn't there. Another big turn.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Oh, it's a reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Crosses the 40. Got a lot of running room. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll give it to the back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the run, it's Sticky. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Red Raiders looking to convert on fourth down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? You know, what's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On third down, he drops to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of